I just already knew I was gonna look good in blue, but it felt good. It felt like real good feeling.
Like it was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
What are some of the similarities with Coach Pope, Coach Oates, just how they run practice, maybe their systems in general?
Obviously, both of them want to win. Like Coach Oates, he wanted to win. Coach Pope wants to win as well. We both play fast. A lot of threes are being shot. A lot of emphasis on rebounds and transition defense and stuff. I think those are like the main similarities, but at the end of the day, like they both coach hard and they want to win.
What are the differences?
The differences? One is louder. I'm not gonna mention who, but one is louder. And yeah, one is louder. And that's the best.
Pope likes to be more positive, though. I mean, is that different for you?
A little
You've been
bit,
coached by a lot
just
of
a little
guys.
bit.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to see that side of coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he's a nice guy and stuff, but all the guys, veteran guys, the returning guys, they told me he got that side to him. Like, when he gets real serious and there's no lies. So I'm kind of still waiting to see that side more. But that's gonna come, with the practices and the games we play. So yeah, I'm waiting on it. Yeah.
Denzel was talking about how, he can guard Jaden, be blocking shots, and then, Tega kind of be bullying dudes out there. So how good can this team be defensively heading into the season?
Man, I think it's probably gonna be one of the best defensive teams Kentucky's seen in a while. Like we got guys like JQ. He hasn't even played yet. Like, I just knowing what he could do, and he's not even in practice yet. Like that's scary. Like guys like me, Ortega, Denzel, we take pride in defense. So I feel like that's something that the team needs and stuff like that. And I feel like it's going to be a real good year defensively for us. I don't think that's going to be one of the liabilities we have.
Where did you kind of get that approach to defense? Because, everyone likes to score and stuff like that nowadays. So where'd you get that approach to defense? Is that like a New York state of mind or something?
That's just something that it was just installed in me since I was a kid, honestly. Like, just playing outside every day, like, in New York City, like, you play one-on-one a lot. We play 3-on-3s. You don't want to be that guy that get exposed every time. So I was playing with older guys since I was younger, and they were all really physical. They were all bigger than me and stuff. So it just made me want to play harder as a kid. My older brother, he played very physical as well. Just my environment, it just made me that way.
They even call fouls in those kind of games? Or how's that work?
Pickup game?
Well, yeah, in New York, yeah.
Yeah, obviously you got people that call it, but it's like sometimes people don't even call it because they know it's gonna end up to like a whole fight or argument that's gonna go on for like 5-10 minutes. So a lot of times guys don't even call fouls. If you call foul, they're gonna call you soft and get off the court. so that's why a lot of guys don't call foul in New York. They don't, honestly.
Like Denzel, you have experience in the SEC, playing at a different school. Do you think, playing at Auburn, playing at Tennessee already is going to help you guys heading into this year, even though you're on a new team?
Yeah, that's because we know what it feels like to play there already, and the fans, we know what to expect when we step foot in that state or the city. We just already know, and the preparation that's needed to go into those away games and stuff. Like we already been through it, so I feel like that's going to help us.
Some of your new teammates who are back this year have all told us that it was not fun playing against Mo last year, and they're glad to have you on their side now. Could you sense that at times in those 3 matchups that you guys had last season?
Yeah. I sensed it. It's one of the times we played them. I sensed the dominance that we had in those games, the aggression that we had, the energy that we had. It was unmatched during some of those games I played against my teammates that were at different schools. But I sensed it. When you smell blood and water, you attack it, right? That's what a shark does. So that was the model last year. So that's what's going to be this year.
So have you gotten a sense that Coach Pope wants to kind of instill that in this program moving forward?
Yeah, Coach Pope, he played for Patino, so he loved that hard stuff. Like he loved that tough stuff, or being a dog and doing all the intangibles and stuff. He's very big on that, and that's the reason why he recruited me and guys like Ortega and stuff.
Ortega had that double-digit scoring streak rolling when you guys played. You're one of the main reasons why it ended. Just what you talk trash to him. What's kind of the vibe now?
Yeah, we talk a little trash, you know, here and there. You know, we play ones a lot. You know, we spend a lot of time around each other. So, but you know, our goal is like, you know, is for next year. You know, winning next year, playing together and getting along. But I feel like some of that trash talk just bring us closer together.
Since you beat Kentucky 3 times, how do you stop a Mark Pope offense?
How do you stop it? That's for a coach to decide. Like, it's gonna be hard. You just got to stay up long hours doing scouting report. Probably it'll work, but who knows?
Because Denzel said that he was running around screens, he was tired, he hated it.
Oh,
so are
yeah.
you happy now that you don't have to worry about running around and chasing dudes all over the place for the 3-pointers?
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna be doing that anyways this year, but you know, it definitely feels good to be on this side, you know, and having other guys worry about us now. So
You
got
came
some
from a
good-
program that likes to shoot threes,
Yes.
and obviously Pope's made no secret of the fact. I mean, tell me about that part of your game and being a part of that big plan.
that's something I work on every day. My shooting. You know, that's something I know that I'm gonna need for the next level. So I work on the constant hours every day to try to get it better. And yeah, I feel like once I get that, you know, to a good percentage, like it's gonna be real.
Denzel cut the nets last year. He said he's still new, but he thinks, you know, later on in the season he's going to be able to kind of teach the guys, talk to the guys about, you know, what it's going to take to win a championship. Do you think him kind of doing it already will help you guys win number 9?
Yes. I feel like his experience is gonna help us. My experience, I went to Final Four, Elite 8. We need all of that experience, like we could get possibly to win this. You know, that's because I feel like that's what it comes down to. When you get to like that part in March and stuff, it comes down to experience and stuff. So I think like our experience is gonna help us, like you know. And Coach Pope, he obviously won in '96, so he knows what it takes. So I feel like if we all come together as one team, put all our pride to the side and stuff like that, and just bring it all in, we're gonna be a real problem.
The former coach here used to always say, Kentucky is everybody's Super Bowl.
Yes.
Now, you've got some unique perspective on this since you were on the other side of that. Do you think that was the case at times when you played? Did people get up for Kentucky, and are you ready to kind of take on that challenge of having a bullseye?
Wait, can you say that again? That part you said, is everyone's Super Bowl?
Yeah, that did.
Are you referring to like last year?
Coach Cal used to always say,
Okay.
Kentucky's everybody's Super Bowl T-shirt night.
Okay.
You know, fans
Yeah,
go crazy.
I think so. I think when we play a lot of, when we play different teams this year, like everyone is they're gonna try to beat us just because we're Kentucky. And I feel like that's why we got to be prepared more than like anyone else, because everyone wants to beat Kentucky. You know, it's just the program itself. You know, yeah, it's a good look to them.
Along those lines, you know about Alabama football, having been around it. People like to compare the two cultures, Alabama football, Kentucky basketball. What's your take on that?
I can agree, because Alabama football has been like the best program probably ever in college. Kentucky, you could say that too. So, you know, we all got a what's the word? Expectation and stuff like that. And some teams can make March for being Kentucky. So yeah.
Aside from playing the Crimson Tide again, any other games on the schedule you're looking forward to? Because you guys are playing a bunch of big teams in the beginning of the year.
When we play at Madison Square Garden, that's my hometown. So, you know, obviously, that's gonna be my welcome home moment, because I haven't played in New York since I've been in college. So that's a game I can say I'm looking forward to a lot. And Louisville.
You have friends and family already buying tickets for that Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, I got people already asking me for tickets. I don't even have tickets yet. Like, you know, but yeah, everyone's gonna try to come to that game. You know, hopefully, everyone from the city can make it. You know, it's gonna be a good show.
Have you ever played in the Garden? Maybe in high school?
I haven't.
Nothing?
I never played in the Garden.
Wow.
No.
Mo, did you know either the New Yorkers on last year's team, Ainsley or Kobe? Had you ever met them in any of your time?
I knew Kobe a little bit just
Yeah.
from you know, playing the outside tournaments and stuff. But I didn't have any real relationship with him. I just knew him. But yeah, Ainsley, I didn't know Ainsley.
You Knicks or a Nets fan?
Knicks. I'm be honest. I'm not a bandwagon. Like I wasn't a big Knicks fan growing up as a kid. It wasn't until I got a little older because they used to lose every year. So, like it was hard to support the Knicks. Like every year, like they lose. The next year they keep breaking your heart. So like I just I was a Lakers fan as a kid. Yeah. Yep. Lakers fan.
Some of the guys who come in here, they mentioned having to get used to kind of the tempo that Kentucky plays at, but obviously you just came from a program where they're pretty up-tempo as well. How much do you think that already helps you, that you're maybe not taken aback by how quick maybe Kentucky wants to do things?
I feel like my preparation from school, previous school I just came from, it helped me, obviously, because we played like one of the fastest teams in the country. So I feel like that already just, give me a little head start. Because I'm kind of used to it already, playing fast.
How does this pace compare? I know it's early, but how does it compare to what you were in?
It's pretty fast too. It's pretty fast. It's fast paced. Fast offense. We do a lot of drills where we try to get up and down very fast and try to score. So it's pretty.
Speaking of running fast, how was that conditioning test?
I told you I almost died. I was so fatigued, but I still managed to get through it. So basically, like we had to run 17s. We had to run 4 of them, and if you don't pass it, you got to try it every week. I failed last week. That was the first time we had it, and I told myself I can't keep doing this. I just got to get it out the way. So me and Trent Noah passed today. So I'm a cheer for the other guys like they did for me today because I know how hard it is to pass that.
Coach Pope talked about how physical your play is, and that physical presence that Kentucky played against, and now you're on his team. He said he's relieved to have you on his team.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that element of your game, the physicality of your game.
It's something I always had, the physicality. I played soccer as a kid. That was my first sport. So just playing with like my brothers and stuff or the community, that was even physical to even start with. People don't understand how physical soccer can really get. But it's just the environment that I grew up in. Like it just made me just play physical. But and I think it's gonna help us a lot this year. The physicality, not only for me, but for Ortega, Brandon, Denzel. I feel like we could do something special with that.
What's your biggest surprise on the court, off the court, just since coming to Lexington?
You see,
Biggest surprise?
biggest surprise so far.
Anything jump out at you?
The love, like the love is actually, I can actually feel it. Like you hear about it and stuff, from the internet or the people, but when you actually feel it and when you meet these people and the way they react when they see you, it's like I never experienced something like that before ever. So the love is just different. It's something I never felt before.
Who's turning heads in practice that maybe you weren't expecting, or doing something different than you maybe expected when you got here?
I'm gonna say from the first week, Jasper. He was pretty impressive in practice. Like I see his highlights and stuff on Instagram and stuff, but when I got to see him play, he actually impressed me a lot.
Mo, when they were recruiting you, how much did Coach Pope and did they bring up those matchups that you guys had last season at all? Like in terms of like how much they liked your game, what they saw when they actually faced you?
Like after
like like before you committed here. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Coach. When I got on the call with him, he told me how much he really loved my game and how much he admires it. And he said that's something that he needed this year and he didn't have. So we talked about that and talked about the things I have to work on.
Did you tell him that you told us about sensing the blood in the water thing last time, or did you feel like that would be?
I didn't tell him that yet, but I think he knows that just by from when we played.
Pretty obvious, wasn't it?
I didn't want to say that one.
Was your primarily? Did you do recruiting on Zoom too with Coach Pope? Did he make a call like that to you?
Yes. We got on a Zoom call. It wasn't like after the first conversation. Like I kind of already knew I wanted to come here. We had set up a Zoom call, about 2 Zoom calls.
How different was that from anybody else you talked to? Coach Pope's approach to it.
His approach, he was straightforward. He told me what it was, like, you know, like what he's looking for and what I'm looking for, and it kind of just matched, you know, for where I want to go in my destiny. And it didn't take much for real. Like, it just took, you know, what I felt like I needed to hear. And, you know, I feel like we matched pretty well throughout those conversations we had. And I had my mind made up by then.
Mo, I want to ask real quick, just because we only saw him in these post-game interviews, but it seemed like Coach Oates is very, very big on talking about the numbers and the analytics. And have you already noticed Coach Pope the same way? Is he real big on talking about like all these kind of advanced statistics?
He's Coach Pope. He's not as much as analytical as it was at Alabama, but he paid attention to it. He's just for him. I feel like from the time I've been here, it just gives him an estimate, or you know, certain things on offense or defense. But I don't think it's not used as much as it was, you know,